Hello, all you lovely people out there. It's the man Carl, and welcome to Doomsday. If you guys remember, a very long time ago, I had talked about a secret project. A secret project that kind of just fell off the face of the earth, and there's a reason why. So, that secret project would be Doomsday. So here we are today, here at Doomsday. My original intent, one day I was sitting in class, and I thought, hey, I have a pretty cool idea. I want to make a PvP map for Minecraft. So I set out to do it. I didn't use any world edit, no mods like that. All this was hand built. We can see the map in just a second, but this is all just me. I worked my butt off on this and then kind of lost inspiration in it. So maybe I can give you guys a download of it and pass it on to you if you would like that. But let's take a look around here. So this map is supposed to be an apocalyptic themed PvP map where it's essentially aliens invading the Earth fighting the humans, or I guess like the army kind of who have been at the town. So basically here are just the rules. Humans, your goal is to destroy the ship within 20 minutes. The fate of the city depends on it. You must get inside their ship and turn off the power core. This process takes time, so be sure to guard the core. Classes and spawns are unlocked by capturing points on the map. This over here is the aliens. Your goal is to defend the ship through any means possible. Do not let the humans into the ship. The power core shutdown can be reversed if an alien turns the core back on. All classes are available by default, and capture points serve no benefits for you, but keep humans from having them. I should have rewritten these. This was stuff I made forever ago, and by forever ago I mean, when did I stop working on this? 3-4 months ago. So all I want to say is I had a really fun time making this, but I lost inspiration for it. I don't know why. So let's actually take a look out here. This is the map. So it's a pretty big map. I guess it was more or less geared for teams of 4 or bigger, I think is what I kind of decided. But let me just show you guys around. This video I just kind of wanted to show you guys around, and oh, I blew up the swings. That's right. So I had a nice pristine map, and then I blew stuff up because it's Doomsday, you know, right? So let's do a quick fly around, and I can just explain to you what's going on. Here's the whole town. Lots of big buildings here. You know, I think this is the first building I built. But basically, the reason why they're empty inside is because eventually I was planning on building an inside, but I didn't want to put an unnecessary amount of work into the inside, if you know what I mean. So this is, you would get into this building, there's way up here, not very well decorated. This was as I was losing inspiration on the roof up here. And there were different ways to run up, but we'll go over that later. So this was kind of a building. This was a nice one. I had a really fun time blowing up the buildings. You know, some nice gashes in them and blowing crap up. This was a library. Yeah, it was like a library. That's what I always thought of it as. I had some trees which all burned down. I had a fire station over here. God, this was so much fun to make. I really enjoyed building this. We had a fire station, some townhouses that went all the way down. These were cool to make. This was like I believe. There's just another office building, but yeah, I had a lot of fun with these. Oh, this was really fun. Yeah, a nice little lobby. I'll show you around for a couple more buildings, and then we can actually talk a little bit about how the map worked, and then we'll call it quits, I guess. Man, I spent so much time on this. This was unreal. I think this looked pretty cool. Hopefully you guys do too. This is like the town hall. Oh man, I forgot how sweet that looked. That was so cool. God, I really want to do this again. We had a little brewery over here, a little restaurant. Oh Lord, maybe I will do this again. And then of course we had the UFO where the aliens came in. So that was that. So let me talk to you guys about how the game worked, and maybe we'll take a look at all the command blocks underneath that I worked my butt off making. Holy crap! I learned so much about redstone and command blocks by making this map, but I did have a lot of fun. So let's hop back in here. We can actually try out some of the different mechanics in the map. So, to team selection. Now we're at the team selection ship. We can choose the alien team or the human team. I choose the alien team. So you can actually see here is a map of the whole thing. That's the UFO in the center, and then there's the different buildings all around. This is, where's the ship where we're at? We're in this ship right here. So this, you can just get a different perspective of the map. Pretty cool stuff. Like I said, I did have a lot of fun with this, and I thought it was a good time. But if we ready up, I don't know if the other team is ready. Okay, now we got to go ready up the other team. So we can go to the human team. This was like a helicopter that I made. I thought this was pretty cool. This is my wow. Let me restart that sentence. This was the first time I had really done building with a lot of this kind of type style. So let's ready it up. We can actually start the game going. So now, as soon as it starts, it takes you to the class selection. So you want to choose your class. So we have infantry, medic, pyro, recon, or sniper. Now you see these two are, the lights are off, so we can't pick those classes. You will have to unlock those in different ways. Now, one of the biggest problems I had with this map was the class system, so these needed to be balanced, and that was just because I didn't have a whole ton of experience with making maps and picking classes and stuff like that. So let's go to infantry. So you see, we get all of our good old gear. We got the protection 2 leather, iron chest, protection 2, our sword, bow, power, and some. These are kind of just like grenades, I guess. Now we go to the spawn selection. So you spawn at the army truck, the hotel, the hospital, the brewery, or the skyscraper. So right now the only spawn available is the army truck. So let's go there. And now we're at the army truck. We're actually on the map, like how we saw it before. So we have our neat little army outfit. And basically your goal was to run up to the alien ship as fast as possible. So you'd run around through the streets, and I had planned on putting in cover, like busted up cars and big craters and chunks of building laying on the ground. I thought that'd be pretty cool. So you'd come up here. I think one of my biggest problems is that I made this map way too big. I like this fountain a lot. I made it too big. I think you'd need big teams to play this. So there were a few different ways to get up there. The first of which you could do was you could climb up the laser beams. I thought this was kind of an interesting and neat way to actually get up there. So you would climb up, and it was almost like a little parkour puzzle to actually get up to the top. It is possible. There's a few different ways. You can go up from the ground, and then you would get up, jump on the gun, and you could hop right into the ship. So there was that way. There was a different. How did we even get up here? I don't even remember. I don't even know if you could get up here. I think I was going to put in an elevator. And then in this building, I believe I added an elevator. Yeah, we had an elevator over here. So this was the elevator, and you can go up to the top of the building and hop over via this laser. Or, as I showed you before, you could take the stairs up, and there were like little wooden planks going across the tops of the buildings. So anyways, what you would do, your goal was to get, as the humans, your goal was to get inside of the ship. Now this was the part that needed a lot of work. So here's the inside of the ship. We had some little gadgets and gizmos and stuff like that. This is for alien use only. I think I can still use that. This was something I needed to fix as well, but I'll go over that later. So this is the power core inside of here. You can see we got all these beacons going around. Now, what you did to turn it off, this needed a lot of work, but I was stumped for ideas. This was the core power control. So you would turn it. See, the power core is being shut down, and the beacons would all stop. So now after, crap, how long was it? I think it would go for a minute. You had to protect this for a minute, and then you would win as the humans. However, the aliens could run around in here and turn it back on. Maybe this map needed some work. What the heck was up with that, man? Oh well. But basically, the aliens could turn it back on. And when the aliens turned it... What the heck did I do wrong here? I don't even know. I'd have to look at it all again. It's been so long since I've worked on it. Parkour is fully recharged. So that was one of the interesting things is, even if the humans got it down to a certain point, the aliens could get it back to fully charge. So that was how that worked. The idea was you just needed to shut off their UFO for a certain amount of time. But I think the problem was I didn't change how the aliens spawned. Let me actually join the alien team. Well, I don't know if we can do that. Yeah, we can probably join the alien team somehow. Let's go find the alien spawn. Well, no. Anyways, the alien spawn, you would spawn here in the ship, and then you would hit this to the surface, and it would take you to... Okay, so I guess I must have fixed it. It only works for aliens. But there was I think it was three different locations that it would take you to. So you would beam down to the surface, and you would either spawn like here, here, or somewhere over there. So the alien spawn was kind of random every time. And that was just to kind of balance out how easy it was for them to protect the ship. So that was, I guess that's pretty much it as far as how the game worked. It was just, the goal was to get inside of the UFO. That was about it. And turn it off. So I needed to add some more complexity to it. So I guess that's kind of why I post this video out here. You know, if any of you guys want to work on this, I can put a download. 15 minutes left. Yeah, that was the timer for it. If any of you guys would like to take a look at this map for yourselves, or if you want to play it with me, I would play this again. We did one play test of it, and it was kind of rough, but it did end up working, and it was a good time. But we did only one play test, and then after that, I was just kind of like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. But if you guys want to play this, I would love to play this map with you guys. If you guys set up a server, or even if we set up a server, I would have a blast getting to play this with you guys. One last thing, if you wanted to see this, I had all of the redstone and command blocks under here. So these were the different class selection boxes. This might be a little dark. You select your class here, and this was all of the crap. I don't even remember how any of this stuff worked. It's been so long. Oh, there's one more mechanic I gotta go over. But like I said, I will leave a download for this. You guys can check it out. Have fun with it. Do what you will. You can make improvements to it, or I think I actually might start working on this. You know, looking at this again, I am getting somewhat inspired to start with this up again, believe it or not. But one last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about as far as how this map worked was the control points. So you see, there's 3 of these on the map. There's one in here, there's one at the skyscraper building, and there's one in the hospital over there. But these, what you would do, you'd have to stand on these pressure plates for a certain amount of time, and it eventually would become a human spawn, I believe. Yep, it still works. The hotel is not controlled by the humans. Now, the hotel, and I think, no, it wasn't the hotel, it was the skyscraper and the hospital would open up the other classes that were missing at the beginning for the humans. And of course the aliens could take this back to prevent the humans from doing that. So that was a little fun. I had a lot of fun coming up with the spawn point idea. I had to do it by myself. I didn't see any designs that I wanted to go with online, so I made up my own spawn points. But I guess if you guys are curious about how any of this stuff works, more specifically with how the commands work and stuff, like I said, download the map, check it out. You can look at the command box yourself, or send me a message on YouTube and I can answer any questions you have about this map. It is still a work in progress. I don't know if I will or when I will have time to work on it again, but I would never say this would be finished, especially not in the current state it's in. But that was all. That's Doomsday for you. I had a ton of fun with this. Hopefully you guys have fun if you want to check it out for yourselves. Give it a play. It is pretty rough, so some changes will probably be made to it eventually. So beware if you're going to play it with your friends. Know that it's not in the best of shape, but it still is somewhat functional. But I think that's it for today, guys. So check out the description for the download. Again, email me any questions that you have. You can send me a message on YouTube. If you want to play this with me, I'd love to have you. That'd be a blast. That'd be really fun. So let me know. Leave your comments, leave your likes, leave your views, leave your whatever, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.